Ciao and welcome back to play Tiny Epic Dungeons with me. I'm Alessandro, if you don't know me. And today we're gonna have our second adventure for this game. Um, some starting information. I've already recorded a video, so if you don't know the rules to this game, please check out the description of this video. You're gonna find a playlist, and the first video of the playlist is gonna uh, be a playthrough where I explain the rules more in detail. I will also go a little bit like explain all the symbols in this game, but I'm not gonna go through the rules again or how the game works. So check that video out if you don't know, if you wanna learn how to play and wanna come back to this video later. Uh, then the second thing that I want to say is that if you wanna please turn on your Klingon subtitles, that would be very appreciated, because if I make any rules mistake, it will be noted there. And if you if you see that I make any mistake, please feel free to comment down below and let me know so that I can add it to the Klingon subtitles channel. And then last but not least, if you like this kind of videos, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, activating notifications for whenever I post more videos. I'm gonna play more Tiny Epic Dungeons, but I also have a lot of other games that I played. So I would very much appreciate it and I would be forever grateful. That said, today we're gonna play I don't know which boss we're gonna play again. For me, it's the mystery. I just removed the Gorgon from last time because I wanna play the Gorgon again. Also, when I played my tryout game, I had the Gorgon, and today we're gonna have Moonblade, who's I kind of knew I wanted a character with like three agility, which right now you don't see the green very well. Let me configure this a little bit better. But anyway, I always have this problem with this green screen. It's either too green or I don't know. It's just a little bit weird. I think right now it's a little bit better. Anyways, um, we have Moonblade, who has 3 agility and she has a dagger. She can stab melee for strength -1, but she only has 2 strength dice, so not great. And lockpick, she can spend 2 focus to uh, add this how do you say deactivate trap action. How is it? I don't remember the name. I don't remember how to say. Maybe it's written here. Disarm a trap. So she can basically add another main action to her turn to disarm a trap just using her focus, which is actually a pretty good ability. Then she has Shadow Walk, so she can make an agility test, and if she's successful with at least 6, she can spend 3 focus to move stealth. Means like she doesn't stop when she meets enemies, and she can deal 1 damage to all the enemies where she stops. I think that's where she stops. Actually, this is a good thing to maybe verify, because I am not sure if she's gonna deal a damage to basically every single uh, enemy that she meets, or only like or only the where she lands. Sorry, I'm taking up my that's small. Let me. But anyways, let me just fix this. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I didn't think about doing this earlier. Okay, so we have Moonblade, and her Shadow Walk says perform an agility check of 6. If successful, uh, move up to your speed, ignoring enemies, and deal 1 damage to all targets in the space where your movement ends. Okay, so just where she ends. This is very small even for me, so I cannot imagine how small it can be for you. Anyways, this is Moonblade. She has 5 focus and 6 health. And then we have, and she has 5 movements and 3 armor, which is not bad. And then we have Ethairna, the elf sorceress, that not gonna lie, I like her more than Moonblade. She has a 4 movement, 3 armor, she has 3 intellect, 2 agility, 1 strength. She has the same dagger that Moonblade has, but she has research. Just like every magic, she can spend 4 focus to gain a spell. What I like a lot is Seeking Bolt here, which is like target an enemy, distance 4, make an intellect check of at least 5, spend 2 focus to deal 1 damage, which is incredible to kill goblins. It's amazing, not gonna lie. So I already did all the setup, so you don't have to suffer through all of that shuffling and stuff. But yeah, we can start the game. I think probably I'm gonna have to stop and zoom out a little bit, but at the beginning I want you to see as much as possible. So yeah, that's why it's like this at the moment. So let's go on. And so do you remember there's the first fast action? Oh, this is act 2. I'm dumb. We need to start from act 1. Okay, there is basically the first fast action that says you can basically move the torch down 1, activate all enemies, or like resolve what it says, which is activate all enemies, but there's no enemies at the moment, and then reveal up to 4 rooms adjacent to the location that you're targeting. I mean a distance 1. So we have the cauldron room. I don't know. No goblin, just a chill room. That's great. Then we have another chill room. That is also great. I kind of wanna. I don't know why I'm doing this. Actually, I want it like this so that it can expand a little bit more. Then we have a goblin room. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna add our first goblin here, and our first goblin will be a stabby goblin. 4 armor, and I mean we don't really care about that. We care about the loot and the 3 health and when it activates, but we can see that later. And then we have a treasure room. It has another goblin, but it's connected to all the 4 areas, and we have another stabby goblin. So 2 stabby goblins right off the bat. So we reveal this one first. So now we're gonna spawn rooms. I should have done this before. I swear for the life of me, I can't remember to spawn rooms in this game. So we got lucky here that. Okay, so we finished the stack of the rooms that we know are not minions. So now the next 3 rooms that I'm gonna spawn, which is 2 rooms that I'm gonna spawn here and here, they can be goblin rooms, and that's why I'm gonna signal it with goblin minion rooms, and that's why I'm gonna signal it with this little Arkham Horror damage token right here. I am an Arkham Horror lover, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I mean, should I shift everything a little bit up? Is this gonna be a disaster? No, it worked. It worked. Okay. So, I think we're gonna start with Ethairna. I'm gonna just use this token to remember whose turn is it. Will I remember to move this token this time? Probably not, but we're gonna start with Ethairna, and she's gonna try her main action to kill one of these 2 goblins. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So she can basically cast her spell. At 4, she needs to make an intellect check of 5. So at least 5. So let's make it happen at Arena. Okay, so we have a 6. Only a 6. These we could get focused, but we can't really, because that would happen immediately and we're maxed out. So we can kill one of these 2 goblins. I think we're gonna kill. Where does she want to move? I think we might want to kill this one. Sure. Stabby Goblin number 2 is dead. I didn't prepare this card for the goblin. Okay. And we gain a loot. Ethairna gains the Great Axe of the Bear, which is not great for Ethairna because she's not great at that. So I think we're gonna discard this Great Axe of the Bear, and maybe wait for Moonblade to be able to get it at some point, maybe, hopefully. I mean, it would still be better to. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. And then she can move. Where is she gonna move? Like, do we want to risk finding a minion already? Why not? I say, why not? 1, and we go here, 2. It's not the goblin, but it's a trap. It's not a minion. Oh boy, today it's a trap, so she needs to make a skill check of 7. If she doesn't succeed, she loses 2 health, and to disarm the trap, it's 6. So she has 4 movement. She did 2 of these 4 movement. So we pass with a 7. Oh, I forgot to spend her focus here. So she succeeds with 7, so she can get back 1 focus because of the dice, die 3. And now I'm gonna spawn another room here, which makes me already get out of the frame. But for now, you're just gonna know there's a room there, and when I go there, I can zoom out, I guess, right? So she did 2 movement. 1, 2, and then she can do 3, 4. Let's do that. It's a trap. I think the trap is gonna be like this, like so that we spawn the most amount of rooms. Another trap, and this is gonna be 2 rooms spawned here and here. So it's another 2 possible minion rooms. 1, 2. And she needs to make a skill check of 6, otherwise she loses 3 health. I think you can see that, because I can see that. And I'm pretty far away, so it's a skill check of 6, otherwise she loses 3 health. It's again whichever skill you want, so we're gonna choose intellect. Well, she has a bunch of 6s, so she succeeds at that, and she gets back to focus because of that. That was stupid. That was dumb, because I wanted to use 4 over 8 focus to draw a spell. So I should have done that before, but welp. This is now very delayed for some reason. It's invisibility, so it's a main action, a spell. You can choose whichever skill you want, and if it's a 5, you can spend 2 focus to move stealthily and get another action. Is it great? Nope, but she's gonna get it. And nevertheless, I think I'm gonna move this down a little bit. I think she does. It's fine, like this, I guess. Okay, so this was the first Ethairna's turn. So now we move this down, and we're gonna spawn a goblin in the entrance, and the goblin is going to be a pokey goblin, which has a 6 armor. That's not amazing. That is not amazing. Yeah. Should I let... I mean, they're both gonna move if we don't kill them. So I think what Moonblade is gonna do is move away, and these goblins are gonna catch up to us, but they're not gonna attack us immediately. So she's gonna move 1, 2. She's gonna try. She's gonna use intellect to do this 6 skill check. 5, 2, and 2. So we're gonna use 5 and 2 for a 7. This 5 is useless. So we succeeded that. Then she's gonna spend for her lockpick 2, 1, 2 to disarm this trap automatically and get a loot. This token, by the way, is a disarmed trap, so you know that this is disarmed. Longbow of the Panther. Oh, that's good. Ranged attack at 4 distance with agility, and it can be ranged. If you spend 3 focus, it could be range and target all enemies at range 1. Seal with agility. That is good. Good. So she's gonna replace her dagger with this, and I think that at this point, but she needs to have line of sight. So either she goes back, attacks, but then her movement is done. Or she's gonna explore, but then probably get stuck in a room with either the minion or... I think we're gonna move back here, and she's gonna attack the a pokey goblin with her longbow of the panther. So, and this is gonna be her turn, the end of her turn, because she can't do anything else. After she already moved, and now she's doing her main action. She can't move again after doing her main action. So let's try to get at least a 7, because this is the pokey goblin, and we need a 7. Unfortunately. Okay, we have it. This is a 4. Yeah, these are the 4 and the 2 are gonna become... sorry, the 6 and the 2 are gonna be my 8 that is gonna kill the pokey goblin, who is now dead. And I can get a focus back because of that 4. So that's great. The pokey goblin is gonna give me as reward a loot and discover a tile. So that's also very good. A loot is... drop the die. Greaves of the Lion. She doesn't need to move more, for sure. At best, Ethairna is gonna go and get it, but she definitely doesn't need to move more, and she doesn't really want to. But this is a trinket. It's fine for now. Now we can reveal a room. Which room are we gonna reveal? This one. If it's the minion, we're in trouble. It is the minion, clearly. Obviously, we're gonna place the minion like so, I think, because I want it connected to as many things as possible. So if the Dragon's Lair and we... Not Dragon's Lair is the name of a shop in Stockholm, and that's why I always... But I mean the boss's lair, and then we need to move it into the altars, then at least, you know? It's not as complicated to connect everything, hopefully. So I'm just gonna place a room here. Also, because we don't want to go and find more minions right now. So, who's our minion? The Ogre. This guy is very green. He has 6 health, 4 movement, 5 5 armor. Melee is not great with him, but this is. But range and spell are good, and he's gonna move and attack, dealing 2 damages when moving. I'm gonna place him here. Can you see him? No, I'm gonna place him here, right next to me. Okay, great. And this is gonna be 6 health. And I have the meeple. Look at it, cute. You can't really see all the colors. It looks white, but it's a little bit brown because of these green screen settings that are not amazing, but whatever. Okay, so our Ethairna is not gonna do very well the next round, but I think we're fine so far. So now what is going to happen is everybody activates. So the first person that is gonna activate is the Stabby Goblin. The Stabby Goblin, for his activation, is either gonna move or attack in his location. He's just gonna move because he can't attack at his location. He can move up to 4. So he's gonna move at Moonblade's location. I just did Moonblade, so now it's gonna be Ethairna's turn. The ogre is gonna move and attack in his same location here, in the location where he is, sorry, and is gonna move in Ethairna's location and deal her 2 damages. 1, 2, she goes to 4. And I believe we're done with the activations. Now, now it's tricky. Ethairna is gonna start. Now we could make Ethairna attack the Stabby Goblin. And kill it. But Ethairna could also deal 1 damage to the ogre, but 1 damage is not amazing. I think what we're gonna do is use if we use for focus and then we don't get the focus back, it's kind of a problem. What if she tries to disarm? Oh, the trap is already disarmed. But I mean, I think we're gonna risk it. But she's gonna have to spend focus for her actions anyways. I think she needs to kill the Stabby Goblin. She can't do much more than that. She could attack the ogre, but can Moonblade deal 5 damages to the ogre? It has 5 armor. It's pretty hard to deal a 10. It's impossible to deal a 10 actually, because maximum is 6 plus 2 plus 2. It is very hard. It's not impossible, but it's very hard. You need to have a perfect roll to deal 5, so it's fine. Ethairna is gonna attack the Stabby Goblin in the next room. So that's a 6, a 5, and a 4. She only needs a 5 to cast her spell, so she's gonna use this 5 and get back a focus and a health. That's good. And she's gonna kill this Stabby Goblin. The Stabby Goblin is gonna give her either 1 loot or 3 health. I think we don't need the health for now, so we're gonna go ahead and get loot. Claw of the Panther. I think this is good because she can attack with agility at +1, and she really can't do much with her dagger at the moment, so she's gonna take the Claw of the Panther. Yeah, like this, like so. She already used her main action, so the only thing she can do is actually moving away. She can move up to 3 spaces. But, oh, that would be great actually, to research there. Getting 2 focus, and oh, she needs to spend 2 focus because of her action. I think she's gonna go there. 1, 2, 3, here, in this room. Because next time she could make an intellect check of 5 and then get +2 focus and +1 spell. That's not bad. That's it. So now it is Moonblade's turn. And Moonblade is gonna have to attack the ogre. I never rolled the enemy die so far, but that never mattered. But now it's gonna matter. So I'm gonna roll the enemy die. So we have a oh that's not bad actually. So this is an 8. 8 would deal how much damage to this friend of ours? 3. But if we spend some focus, I think we can deal him a little bit more damage. We could spend 4 focus to get a 10 actually. So 6, a 2, and a 2. This is a 10. So this is actually 5 damage coming his way because he has a 5 armor. So that's amazing actually. Let's do that. So he's down to 1. And now we have the 3 to resolve. This is a ranged attack, so the 3 gets a +2, so it's 5. Moonblade has a 3 armor, so only takes 2 health damage. That was pretty great. That was pretty amazing. I mean, Moonblade now has no focus. She might want to rest next round, but so now it is Ethairna's turn, and we spawn a goblin at the entrance, and our goblin is a boomy goblin, which is probably not gonna be incredibly nice because it's gonna deal us, both of us, 2 damages. Okay. So the boomy goblin, huh? I think what we're going to do right now is to kill the our ogre with the seeking bolt. That's what we're trying to do. So we're gonna use the seeking bolt because otherwise he activates and deals. Honestly, it's kind of better to kill the boomy goblin, who's gonna deal 2 damage and 2 damage to each of us, rather than killing the ogre, who's only gonna deal 2 damage to Moonblade. We might want to do that. I think Ethairna is actually gonna kill the boomy goblin. Let's do that. So yeah, she's gonna do the steering bolt. She needs a 5 with her intellect check. Barely got a 5, and we get a focus back. Only 1, unfortunately. So what if we, you know what, I'm gonna spend 2 focus to roll this down to a 2. This was useless. This was useless, because then we're gonna get a 4 and a 2 for 6. That is, I mean, successful, and then we're gonna get 3 focus back, but it's actually the same result that I would have gotten anyways. So now I need to spend 2 focus to deal 1 damage to the boomy goblin. The boomy goblin is dead, and it's gonna give us a loot or a spell, and we're gonna get a spell because Ethairna's spells are bad. Okay, so basically you can cast a spell intellect of 3, you spend 3 focus to get the +3 on a melee attack, which is good with our Claw of the Panther. I don't know what I said here. I said she rolls +1 die. That's not what it means. It means she rolls a +1. So it's not as amazing as I thought it would be, unfortunately. Okay, now it's activation time, and we're gonna activate the ogre. The ogre is gonna move here and deal 2 damage to Moonblade, so it goes down to 2. Oh, but now Moonblade could be unconscious, could be knocked out. I think what we're gonna do with Moonblade is just resting for now. So Moonblade is gonna move, it's gonna rest and get basically 3 health and all her focus. And then she's gonna move, I think, here. That was Moonblade's turn. And now it's back to Ethairna. And now Ethairna can actually kill the ogre. Oh no, Moonblade would have not been knocked unconscious because she would have killed the ogre most likely. So wouldn't have to get the counter attack, but it is what it is. I mean, it's good that she rested. She had to rest anyways. So now Ethairna is gonna cast her Seeking Bolt to the ogre. She needs a 5. We get exactly the same roll as before, so a 3 and a 2 is enough. And then she's gonna get a focus back, so she gets a focus. But she kills the ogre, who's now dead. And our first heart goes on the boss mat. I'm not gonna show it to you because it's useless, but so we get 6 torches back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. 6 movements of the torch back, and then we get 2 loot and 2 like 1 loot and 1 potion, or you got it. A combination of 2 between loots and potions. So I think I want a good potion. Spell. I don't know why I call it potion. Spell. Aha. This is this I like it, I think. So this is a little bit complicated to understand, but it looks like it's a damaging one. So target an enemy. Okay, I understand. Target an enemy at distance 3 and all adjacent enemies. Make a intellect spell of 6, intellect check of 6. If succeeded, spend 5 focus to deal 2 damage to the targeted enemy and 1 damage to all adjacent enemies. It's better than invisibility, so we're gonna discard invisibility for that. It's not incredibly amazing, but I bet it's something. We're going somewhere. Is this a little bit tilted? Anyways. So this was Ethairna's turn. She can move. Is she gonna the ogre is dead. I think she's gonna move. She can move up to 3. So 1, 2, 3 here. Together with Moonblade. And what we're gonna do now is move to Moonblade's turn. We move down, we spawn a new goblin. The Boomy Goblin once again makes his return. Okay. Now, the Boomy Goblin is gonna activate next turn, so we kinda wanna kill it. So what Moonblade is gonna do is have to move 1, 2. We wanna move 3 and risk it. Let's move 3 and risk it. Oh, but you can't really see that there's another room. Wait, let me move everything a little bit up, because it doesn't seem we're using that part of the map as much. I destroyed everything. Okay, so now I think Moonblade is going to move in this room here. It's not a minion. I'm not allowed to play. I mean, I can place it like this, but I'm not allowed to extend the dungeon more than that because this is already 3. So I'm just gonna place it like so. This is a trap, unfortunately, but we're gonna make 2 more rooms spawn, and these are the last 2 minion rooms. So the other minion is either in one of these 4 rooms, basically. Now, Ethairna needs to, no, Moonblade needs to make the spell of 7 in this trap for whichever skill she prefers. So in this case, agility, clearly. So let's make a 7. Okay, we have it. 5 plus 2. Here it is. So the 3 doesn't give us any focus because we're maxed out. So what is going to happen is that I'm gonna spend 2 focus to disarm this trap automatically, and I can get a loot. And I still need to do my main action. Cloak of the Panther. I get stealth, but now all my ranged attacks have, sorry, all my ranged attacks have +1. Oh, but this is a Claw of the Panther. This is great for Moonblade. Why? I don't know what I did there. Oh, but this is, oh, no, it's not gonna discard the, nice. I'm just gonna add it here. This Claw of the Panther needs to go to Moonblade. It's a must. So now I get +1 when I use the longbow of the Panther, which is amazing. And oh, I can attack the Boomy Goblin because because my longbow of the Panther is targeting at 4 in line of sight. I have line of sight, and I can target the Goblin. So I need a 5 to kill the Boomy Goblin. I need a 5, and I have a +1 because I have 2 items of the Panther. But I'm gonna still use this 5 here as my targeting, as my target, my main die, so that I can get 2 focus. So I get 2 focus, and I kill the Boomy Goblin. Boomy Goblin is dead. And unfortunately, I need to make Ethairna discard that card, like, immediately. As soon as possible. And then we get, oh, why did I, no, a loot. I want a loot. The Boomy Goblin gives me either a loot or a spell. I'm gonna get a loot. The War Horn of the Bear. So I can spend 2 focus to move all enemies adjacent, at least a distance 4 of 2 spaces. So it's okay, we're gonna take it for now. It's a trinket, so it doesn't feel my lockpick spot. So I'm gonna move this here, and now it's gonna be Ethairna's turn. So we move this down. There's no enemy to activate. What is Ethairna going to do? She's going to explore and hopefully find the minion, or hopefully not find the minion, to be honest. I mean, she needs to find the minion at some point. So she's gonna, oh, she might want to, actually, she might want to do that. Oh no, that was the room where she could have done that. She could have gotten a spell and 2 focus. I think we're just gonna explore here. It's the minion room, and it's connected to all 4 rooms adjacent, which is hopefully good because maybe he's gonna be able to go there in that way, because this is not connected. So we found our second minion, and our second minion is the troll. The troll has 4 movement, 4 armor. He's gonna move and attack in his room. He's gonna deal only 1 damage, but he's gonna spawn a goblin. He's obviously more vulnerable to range than spells, less to how's that called already again? Melee. Okay, 7 damages here. 7 health. So Ethairna can do her main action right now. She could. Will she? I think might as well, right? She could. No, she cannot cast the Tempest of Arrows because she only has 3 focus, and if she doesn't get that, it's bad. She could attack with the Claw of the Panther. She would get a 2 agility die plus and a +1 on that. Oh, she could cast this. She could get. Oh, but she doesn't have. Oh, yes, she has exactly the perfect amount of. So she's gonna cast Giant Strength. She's gonna make an intellect check of 3, and if she succeeds, she can add +3 to a melee attack. So, let's see. Okay, we have the 3. We also get a 4 and a 5, so we're gonna use the 5 and use these 2 to get to focus. That's great. Now we're gonna have to spend 3, 1, 2, 3, to use the Giant Strength. And make a melee attack with a +3. She's gonna make this melee attack, the Claw of the Panther attack. I didn't take the. Is this the guy? The troll? I don't know. Is this the troll? I don't think so. Oh, this is the troll. Whoop. It's purple. It's cute. Look at it. So me I'm in love with the troll. Anyway, now she's gonna have to cast her. She only has 2 dice for this, unfortunately. Okay, it's a 5 plus 2. Then +1 because of the Claw of the Panther, it's 8. +3, it's 11. 11 against 4 armor here is gonna deal 7 damage. Is that so? Did she just kill the troll? Wait a second. This is 5 plus 2, 7, 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 4, it's 7. The troll will be dead. What if we don't use the +2? And we take it as... I think I'm gonna skip on the +2 and I'm gonna take it as focus. So that would be 9 instead of... Yeah, 9, and this is gonna take 5 damages, so 2. Oh, but I didn't roll the... I don't know if I rolled the enemy die. That would be 5 damage coming Ethairna's way. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 minus 3, 5. She would be unconscious. So I think, you know what? The troll has to die. The troll is gonna die this moment right here. The reason not to kill the troll is that I'm gonna get 6 torches back, but it's not gonna be that much because we're gonna go up to max basically. But yeah, the troll is dead, so he can't counterattack on Ethairna and make her unconscious. And that was incredible. Good job. We did a good job. Ethairna and Moonblade. Okay, so we draw the torch up to its maximum. Remember, the maximum here is this 2 spot because we're playing with 2 heroes. And now I get to draw loot and or spell. I'm gonna draw a spell. What is this now? Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. So you make an intellect check of 7, target an enemy in any like at 3 distance, but in any path. You spend 5 focus and deal 4 damages. If you fail, you need to spawn a goblin. I think this is going to replace my Tempest of Arrows. Yeah, because I don't want too very expensive. I don't want too very expensive spells. And this is gonna deal 4 damages, while that was gonna, that was gonna deal 3 damages plus 1 in all adjacent, and it's only 6 to cast. And there's no penalty for failing. I'm double thinking this now. No, it's fine, because you need to be adjacent to cast this. This, not necessarily. To deal 3 damages for that, you would have to be adjacent. So it's fine. I made my decision. I stick to it. It's fine. So now these I'm gonna get removed because we found all of the minions. So I don't really like all rooms. All rooms are equal to me. So this is that. That was weird. She got 1 spell, and I think she's gonna get a loot. Platinum of the Lion. I think she's gonna get this. She's gonna keep it, cause why not? She should discard the Claw of the Panther, I think. So that... Oh, did I... Wait a second. Did I do something weird here? Did I not test that when I... Yeah, I did not test that when he went down there. I'm gonna do it now. But he's gonna discard the Clay of the Panther so that Moonblade can pick it up. So let me test this 7 here for Moonblade. I didn't do it before. It's a 6 plus 1, so succeeded. And this 5 would give me nothing. That's great. Okay, I fixed my mistakes. Okay, so now it is Moonblade's turn. Is Ethairna gonna move? Did she move at all? Yeah, she moved in here. I think, yeah. So it's Moonblade's turn. Now we need to find the lair. And we want it to be close enough to the altars. So hopefully in one of these, like from one of these 2 rooms. So what if we go here? The altar cannot be one of these 2 rooms. The lair, I don't know why I called the altar. I guess we're gonna go here. Did she take 2 damages for unveiling that? She probably didn't. She's gonna take 2 damages because she entered a room with a minion. Let's go here. Oh, that's bad. Because this is not gonna spawn anything, and this is just gonna connect up there. I mean, it's not bad. It's neutral, I guess. Oh, I could spend 5 to get a discarded loot. I could make a test of 5 to get a discarded loot. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's make an agility test of 5 with Moonblade. 4 plus 2, good enough. Yes, also because she can't get more. 4 plus 2, and I can get a discarded loot, which is the Claw of the Panther. So now I get plus 2 on all my ranged attacks because I have 3 items of the Panther. So this was 1 movement, 2, 3. Should I do 3? A goblin. But at least we spawn a room down here. Oh no, but if we spawn a room down there, then this is... that's fine. we're gonna spawn a room there. This might be the lair. This is the first possible lair card. But it's a goblin room, so we take a damage and we spawn a goblin here. And the goblin is going to be a shooty goblin that is gonna activate now. It's only 1 damage, it's fine. Because we already used our main action here, we can't really attack the shooty goblin. So we're gonna have to pass, finish our movement, finish everything. So it's Ethairna's turn now. We go down with the torch, and this guy is going to... Oh, did I move down before when it was Moonblade's turn? I didn't. So now we're actually here. Yeah, so now we're actually there, and we spawn a goblin at the entrance here. And the oh, I need to reshuffle the goblins. And our goblin is going to be a pokey goblin. So I think that what Ethairna needs to do is to kill this one. So Ethairna is gonna cast her Seeking Bolt, because she has no loot whatsoever. This is not amazing, but she has some spells at least. So yeah, she's gonna cast her Seeking Bolt. She needs a 5. She got a 5. She also got a 3 and a 6, so that is gonna be a focus and a health. And her Seeking Bolt will make her spend 2 focus to kill this goblin here. This is the shooty goblin, and this goblin gives either 1 loot or 5 focus. I think for now we're gonna take the 5 focus because she's not doing great in that department. Okay. So Ethairna killed, and now she can move. Let's see if we can move 1, 2. It's the boss's lair already. Nice. So she moved 2. I don't know. We want her to get some loot. I think what she's gonna do is gonna be moved back. How can she get loot? Killing the pokey goblin, I guess. So now it is Moonblade's turn. I don't know. This is going so fast. Not even realizing what's happening at this point. I kind of want to spawn more rooms because this is so perfect like this. You can see basically everything. There's just 1 room up here that you don't see, but everything else is basically in frame, so that's kind of amazing. But it's Moonblade's turn, so we activate all enemies. So the Pokey Goblin is gonna move, and it has 3 movements, so it's gonna move 1, 2, 3 here. So now Moonblade could kill the yeah, let's do it. Let's make him kill the Pokey Goblin, and we'll see what happens after that, I guess. So he's gonna attack the Pokey Goblin, and with the longbow of the Panther. 5, 5, 4. So he already has a +2. So 5 + 2, it's 7, which is enough and he's gonna take back a focus, which we don't. What if we spend... Okay, we're gonna spend 2 focus from Moonblade to go to boost this up to a 6. So this 5 is gonna be the attack, which plus the 2 of the long bow is gonna go to 7 and kill the Poke Goblin and get 1 health and 1 focus back. That's great. And now we can take a loot and discover a room in the dungeon. So the loot is gonna be... Oh! The ruby figurine. Which would replace the war horn of the bear. Does he need more strength? I don't think so. I think Ethairna might be better off having a little bit more things. No, I think the war horn of the bear is kind of better. Yeah. So we're gonna discard the ruby figurine. This is that. And what do we do now? Oh, we can discover a room, a tile. I think we're gonna reveal this one. This is a goblin tile. I'm just gonna move this up a little, because now we're gonna place one here, and a goblin will spawn here. And the goblin is going to be a boomy goblin. And now it is Ethairna's turn. I mean, I need to find some good, I mean, decent, not good, decent spells for her, I think, right? I don't want to be like... Let's try to look for more stuff, I would say. Actually, better like loot, not spells, because the spells are okay, I think. So 1, she's gonna move 1, and she's a distance 4 from the boomy goblin, so she's gonna attack the boomy goblin with the seeking bolt. She needs a 5 to succeed. She got a 6 and then a 6 plus and a 1, so she's gonna get 2 focus, 1 health, and now she's gonna spend 2 focus to kill the boomy goblin, since it's a distance 1, 2, 3. It's actually a distance 3, so she could have just stayed here to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gonna stay there, and then we're gonna see if we want her to move. So she's gonna kill the boomy goblin and get a loot. The crossbow. So this gives... I mean, it's okay. It's better than the dagger that she has right now. Ranged attack at 3 with agility with +1 and line of sight. And it gives also a +1 focus when used. So better than nothing, I guess. Even though the giant strength can't really be used with it. And where is she gonna move? Does she want any of the discarded stuff? Not really. Not really. This is a little bit of a weird situation, isn't it? What if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 here? She can move 4? No, she can only move 3. 3. We're gonna stay here for now. Now we go down, and it's Moonblade's turn. Cause I don't know if I should go to the lair already. You know, it's tricky. Where can I get more loot? here if I disarm the trap, but if I don't, that's not amazing. But I can try, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're gonna be there. We're gonna do a 7, a roll of 7 with agility. So we have it, 6 plus 1. Here it is. We get a focus back. And now we can try to disarm this trap with a strength roll of 6. We only have 2 dice, so hopefully we get something good. Well, we didn't, but we can spend 4 focus to boost this 4 to a 6. So now this is a 6, and I can get 1 focus back, and I can disarm this trap and get a loot. Shield of the Lion. When doing a melee attack, you get +1 armor. Not amazing. And you can reroll a die. I mean, not for him for sure, but is it good for... I mean, she could get a lot of things of the lion if she wants, Ethairna, but none of them are great. They're okay, they're not great. Okay, so now we go back to Ethairna's turn. We spawn a goblin at the entrance. And it's a stabby goblin. It's fine. So she's gonna cast her spell on the stabby goblin, because she's 4 away, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. So she's gonna cast her spell, her Seeking Bolt, on the stabby goblin. She needs a 5. So she could spend this 2. Yeah, the 4 and 1, and she can get a health. Or she could spend the 6 and get the focus. I think she's gonna spend the 6 and get the focus. And then she can get back 2 focus. Yeah, she needs to spend back 2 focus to cast her spell, damage the stabby goblin for 1, and get a loot or 3 health, and she's gonna get the loot. Can you? Okay. I'm just trying to kill goblins and get something good out of it. What is this now? Melee attack +1. This is not useful. She can't do melee attack anyways, so useless. Okay. This is not amazing. And she doesn't have... No, that was very bad. That was a very bad draw. I don't know, should I just give up? I think I should just go to the boss layer, you know? This looking for... Like, Ethairna is not... She just needs to do the Conjurer's Gambit. You know? So we're just gonna do that. We go down. Now it is activation. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3. And as a free action, unveil the boss's lair. So the boss for this game is going to be the dragon. Okay. What does this guy do? Every once in a while, this green screen goes very delayed. Sorry about that. So the dragon only needs to be moved on 1 altar. That is amazing. The bad thing with people that only needs to be moved on 1 altar means that they're probably pretty bad and pretty strong. So it has +4. Oh. It has a +4 on a melee, +3 on ranged. Takes 2 focus on spells, so our Ethairna is not gonna do great. And then It has Inferno when it activates, which means that it moves 3 and then targets all heroes at distance of 4. So basically, every time it activates, it's gonna deal 2 damages, kind of. And then the torch is gonna also target all enemies at distance 1 and deal 2 damages. And its lair, it has like 2 +2 focus, -2 health, -1 health, +2 on strength, +2 on agility, and +3 on whichever die you want. So Ethairna really needs to be here if she wants to do something productive in the lair. I don't know, I don't see Ethairna performing greatly here, but we'll see. So the dragon has 8 health. Per 2 per heart. It has 2 hearts, okay? Remember that there's always like 2 hearts here. I'm just gonna place them like this, maybe you see them better. So it has 16 health really. So what is going to happen right now is that this was a 5 or a 6. I'm gonna assume it was a 5. He still hasn't done a main action. So what he's going to do is I have the boss meeple for the dragon. Here it is. He's in his lair. We need to taunt him out. So 1, 2, we need to spend 4 focus to taunt him out. So we're gonna start, I think, spending 2 to taunt him 1, 2. I need to move this to act 2 so that you can see the taunt action. The taunt action is here. So target the boss and move him. Oh, 2 times towards you though. So you can only move him towards you. But that's good enough. It's fine. The torch is gonna start here. And so he spent 2. I don't know if this was smart, because I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna be fine. So he spent 2 to do that, and now he's gonna attack with the longbow of the panther. So we have a 4. It has an armor of 8. God. Armor of 8. Sorry, okay. So it was 1, 2, 3, free action, 5. Oh, sorry, it was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now he's there. He taunted the dragon up till here actually, because you can move it up to its movement. So this time it's 3. So it's actually on the altar already. That is good. Okay. So we already did the armor, the altar, because this is spend 2 focus and move the boss up to its movement towards the character. Okay. Now to damage this beast, we would need way more than that. So I think that Moonblade is not gonna do that. What can what will where will Moonblade be able to move with his 5 movements next round? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not enough. It will need 2 more. But at least if it's in the lair, it's not gonna attack Moonblade, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. Moonblade is going to... What main action can Moonblade do? He can move stealthily, but can he move again if he already moved? This is a weird question. I don't think he can move again. It just gains the stealth ability to its movement, but he can't move again. So that is done. I think Moonblade is just gonna rest, because why not? And that's what Moonblade is going to do. Now it's Ethairna's turn. And I think Ethairna needs to attack our friend here. So she's already at distance to attack our lovely dragon. She needs 5 focus, which means she needs to be able to roll a 7 out of the bat without failing. Can you do that, Ethairna? Can you do that? I believe in you. Okay. So she's gonna try to roll a 7. And cast her Conjurer's Gambit. Okay. She rolled an 8. Yeah, she rolled an 8. So she's gonna take these 2. This is an 8. She's gonna take a focus back because of the 4. And she's gonna cast the Conjurer's Gambit, which is gonna deal 4 damages to the dragon. So the dragon goes to 4 here. But she's gonna take back 5 damages. But she has an armor of 3, so only 2. And she's gonna lose 2 focus. So she loses all her focus basically. Because it's 5 to cast the spell plus 2 because of the counter attack of the dragon. So now she's out of focus. Do we want to move her away from the range? I don't think she can. I think she's just gonna move. Does she have stealth? Oh, she has +1 armor. So she actually only gets 1 damage, which is pretty good. Do I want her to rest instead? She can't rest. She attacked. I want her to max to heal her focus, but I don't think there's a way to do that. And there's no way for her to move away from the dragon except trying to move in this way, but this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she would have to move 1, 2, 3. But this would still be linked to the dragon anyways. There's no way for her. There's literally no way for her. So she's just gonna 1, 2. I'm gonna move together with the dragon because it's not gonna change anything. So that's it. Now it is Moonblade's turn, and this goes down. The dragon activates, and it's gonna deal 2 damages to both of them. So 2, 2. And now Moonblade will try to enter the lair. 1, 2, 3. I think he's gonna 3, 4, 5. He's actually gonna stay there, lose a damage because he ended his movement there, and he's going to rest. He could have attacked, but it's not enough. Like 8 armor is insane. It's insane. 8 armor is insane. So we're not gonna do that. Now we go down, we spawn a goblin, and our goblin is going to be the stabby goblin. He's going to move to spawn here. At the entrance. Ethairna can't even kill it because she doesn't have she doesn't have anything to. I mean, she could do agility attack, but she would have to have line of sight. We're gonna just ignore the goblin for now and just go 1, 2, 3 here. That's all Ethairna can do. she is going to rest. So get 1, 2, 3, and get up to 5. 5 only, which is not incredible, but she stopped there, so she gets 2 extra. That's good, at least. So we go down, and the goblin is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to move 1, 2, 3, and deal 2 damages to each of them. So 1, 2, 1, 2. This was Ethairna's turn. Okay, so now it's Moonblade again. Moonblade is going to move 1, 2, and finally attack the dragon, and hopefully not die. This is bad. Okay, so roll the 4, a 3, and a 3. So we're gonna spend 4 focus to roll these 2 down to a 2, 2 2s, 2, 2. And how much damage is this? This is just enough to destroy the armor of the dragon. This 8, and then we have +2 for the longbow of the panther, because we have 3 of them, and then +2 because we're here. So we deal 4 damages to the dragon, and 1 heart is gone. We need, now the counter attack is gonna be a 5 plus 3, so an 8, and he has 3 armor, so it's gonna take 5 damage and it's gonna be unconscious. Not amazing. We go down. It's Ethairna's turn. Unfortunately, Ethairna can only move 3. So she's gonna move 1, 2, 3, and she's gonna stay here. She's gonna attack. She's gonna try to Conjurer's Gambit. If she doesn't succeed, we're in bad shape. But let's try that. Okay. Barely. Okay. 6. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. It's a 6 plus 1 is a 7. So we succeeded at that. We get 2 focus because of that. And this is what he rolled. But first of all, let's do 5. We spend 5 of that to cast a spell. So 4 damages to the dragon. That's good. But now the torch goes... Actually, the torch goes down. It's not bad, is it? I don't know if it's bad. The torch goes down, and now he deals 2 damages to all enemies, to all heroes at range 1. So 2 damage to Ethairna only. And the counter attack is 2 focus Drought. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna end up, but this was Ethairna's turn. She moved, she attacked, she did everything she could do. Now back to sorry, it was Ethairna, so back to Moonblade. Oh no. So now Moonblade. So this goes down. We spawn another goblin there. And the goblin is going to be a boomy goblin. This is good because this guy is not gonna reach us for a long time. So that's okay. Moonblade can only rest. So it's gonna do 5, Sorry, 3 and 5. So that's all he can do, but now the dragon activates. No, everybody activates. So the dragon activates first, so it's gonna attack Ethairna and it's gonna attack Moonblade. Now it is the stabby goblin is gonna just enter the lair because he's only gonna move or attack but not both. And now the boomy goblin is gonna move once towards where we are, so it's never gonna reach us. That's good enough. And now it is Ethairna's turn, and Ethairna is just gonna rest because she's unconscious, so she's gonna get 3 health and 5 focus. But now we go down, and now this is the moment of truth, because this is Moonblade's turn. And if Moonblade manages to deal 5 damages, we're fine. But he needs to roll a 13 to do so. So let's make him move here. I guess Ethairna's gonna have to hope next time. Yeah, he's gonna move there. And he's gonna attack with his longbow of the panther. And hopefully roll something good. So we have a 6 plus 1 and a 5. Okay, so what we can do is spend 2 focus to make this a 2. And is this enough? I think this might be enough because this is an 8. And then we have the longbow of the panther that gives us a +2. Oh, you've never seen that, but this gives a +2 because we have 3 items of the panther. And then this location gives us a +3 because it's what's written here. It gives us a +3 on any roll we want. So that would be a 5 on his 8 armor. That's good. That's enough. You know what? I'm also gonna spend 3 focus to use the power of the longbow of the panther so that we can target all enemies at range 1. So also the goblin here, the stabby goblin. So the stabby goblin is dead. So that this is gonna give me 3 health. This is just in case I cheated and you're like, oh, you wouldn't have made it otherwise. Maybe I would, because I would have this more health, this extra health. Probably wouldn't, because this would have knocked me down 2 and that 2, so probably wouldn't. But now the dragon takes 5 damages and it's defeated. The dragon. We just, I don't know, splash a lot of water with our longbow of the panther. It's just like, you know. Or what if it's like you're throwing like something full of, you know, an arrow with some fuel and it just explodes in his mouth and just makes him explode from the inside, and it's just like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Anyways, we managed. I think we managed. I think this was successful. Even though we procrastinated a little bit in the lair because I didn't want to go with Ethairna just being able to do the Conjurer's Gambit, which would have been enough. By the way, next turn, he would have activated, dealt 2 damages to Ethairna, and Ethairna would have still been able to do the Conjurer's Gambit one more time. In case I cheated, you know, in case I messed up something, would she have been able to do, and she would have had 5 focus. Would she have been able to do a 7? She would have been able to do a 7 here, so she would have been able to deal another 4 damage to the dragon. So that worked out. My strategy is going to the lair because I have this much pluses, but going to the lair is not necessarily good because the boss is gonna attack you every single turn, he activates, and when the goblins manages to get in, then it's kind of a problem. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Tiny Epic Dungeon. I want to remind you that if you liked it, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to my channel. It's only just a click for you, but it would make me very happy and I would be forever grateful. And if I made any mistakes, again, please leave it in the comments section below. I make mistakes. It's normal. It's tight. It's stressful. It's normal to make mistakes. I hope I didn't make huge mistakes that would have compromised the results of the outcome of the game. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Ciao ciao. I need to look at the camera there. The camera is there. Hi. I keep looking at the screen. Hi. I'm there. Hi. I am looking at you now. Ciao.